The Hawks are on a mission to get back money that was defrauded through false TERS claims and COVID-19 cases. Yesterday, a chartered accountant, Mark Voster, was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for the fraud. For more on this, we're joined by Godfrey Lebeya, the head of HAWKS. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Inroads have been made in these COVID-19 fund matters. Before we talk about the latest developments, let's perhaps take a look at what's happened since 2020 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when sole directors of 3 dormant entities applied for these funds.
Thank you very much, and good evening to yourself and viewers. Indeed, from 2020, when the COVID set in, when the funds were provided to assist the public in dealing with the challenges that we faced, some of the individuals saw an opportunity to loot those funds. And since then, we have put together a team which we congregate at the Fusion Center, where the state president has correctly pronounced that there is a Fusion Center that is focusing on these matters. We have since registered 259 case dockets. And as I've indicated, you can see that 193 suspects were arrested as at the end of December. And if you have been following the media, you shall have seen that even by yesterday, we were arresting chartered accountants who were supposed to, after having received the money, give to those that they intended to assist. So we continue to deal with these matters, and then until everyone who have put his or her hand in the jar is accounted for, we will investigate the matters.
So the person you speak of, the chartered accountant Mark Jonathan Voster, how many counts of fraud was he found guilty of? And perhaps also just give us a breakdown on how you eventually managed to pounce on him.
Yeah, in this at this stage, I will not be reading from the media statement as it has been made available. But what we normally do is that whenever a person is arrested, we look at all of the charges, all of the counts that an individual has committed. If, for example, you are going to say that you apply money for 10 people, the possibility is that you will be charged with 10 counts. So it all depends how many transactions. So at this stage, I'm not reading from the media statement itself.
So in terms of the others that you're still looking out for and the investigations, how many of those are you pursuing?
We have observed that some of the allegations are only surfacing now. So as we get the complaint or the information regarding some of those who may have illegally benefited, we investigate. As I say, the number of reports that come to our attention are more than 259. So we sift through the information, and if we find the element of criminality, that is when we register a case docket. So from time to time, we are assessing the information that become available, and we open a case when there is sufficient evidence to suggest that a crime has been committed.
The relief scheme didn't go to beneficiaries. You say that that is part of the work that led you to some of these arrests. How then will the beneficiaries have known that they were meant to access these funds?
There are various ways that we look at it. So obviously we will not be revealing the checking methodologies, but those that have benefited, they should just rest assured that if they received illegally, we will knock at their doors. So some of the people that we will obviously be checking, as an example, if you are said to have received the benefit because you are unemployed. But we find that you are actually employed and you have been employed, you have been at work all the time. So we will be checking on that. So there are various methodologies that we do, which we will not be revealing. But those that knows that they have benefited irregularly, it is always better to go and report to yourself that this was not correct. I need to correct myself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.